Hi everyone, my name is Morgan with Onyx Coffee Lab, or you might also know me as MorganDrinksCoffee online. I'm really excited to be here today because we're doing a special little brew guide. We're doing a brew guide for a collaborative coffee that I'm launching with Onyx Coffee Lab, and it's called the Turtleneck. Now, jokes aside, this is a very, very beautiful coffee from Colombia. This is a bio-innovation pink bourbon coffee from La Palma, and it's just wonderful. This is a little bit in celebration of the fact that probably when you are watching this video, or perhaps a little bit before, I'm going to be in Melbourne for the World Barista Championship. So we wanted to release a coffee that you can enjoy and sip along while watching the competition, and I think we have a really tasty one. So let's get brewing. And as you can tell by the various tools in front of me today, we're going to be using a Hario V60. This is generally what I like to use at home, so here we go. Now, first things first, before we even talk recipe, I'm gonna wet my filter, as that is something I can occasionally forget if I don't do it immediately. Okay, and we'll use this hot water to preheat our serving cup. And we will definitely remember to dump that out before we pour actual coffee into it. Okay, now talking about our actual brew recipe, we're gonna be taking this pretty hot and pretty quick. My water over here is sitting at about 208 degrees Fahrenheit. That's just around 98 degrees Celsius. We have 16 grams of coffee, and we are aiming for about 250 grams in total at the end of this. So I have our La Palma pink bourbon. This is ground medium fine, and we'll just toss that right in there. Now, this is going to be a 3-pour brew, so pretty simple, not too complicated. Don't forget to tare your scale once you've added your coffee. So, starting off, we'll start our timer and we'll begin the bloom. This is going to be a 50-gram bloom, and we're going to let it bloom for about 50 seconds. We'll really just let this coffee open up. That's 50 grams in. And at this point, while you're blooming, because we've got a good 30 seconds left, you can feel free to take in all the nice aromas that are happening. Now, bio-innovation processing is pretty interesting. You don't see it a ton. It is kind of a take on carbonic maceration, but ultimately it results in coffees that are very tropical. They usually have very delicious, pronounced acidities. They're really lovely. This coffee in particular, it's so tasty. We have notes of blood orange and cranberry and lavender, so it's floral and tropical and red fruit and all the good stuff. Now, 50 seconds has elapsed, so we're gonna go in with a 100-gram pour. Nice circular motions. Perfect. And then our last pour is gonna happen at 1 minute and 35 seconds. So right now we're at about 1 minute 20. We'll give it another 15 seconds, and then we're gonna go in with that last about 105 grams of water. All right, that's 135. Let's go in with our last pour. Now, our last pour is in. We're aiming for this to be a pretty quick brew. We're hoping for our final drawdown to end at about 2 minutes and 25 seconds. So again, just for review, while this is finishing up, we have 16 grams of coffee in. We have a 50-gram bloom for about 50 seconds. Then we have our first pour of 100 grams. Then at 1 minute and 35 seconds, we're gonna have our final pour, about 105 grams. And then hopefully we're all done at around 225. Pretty simple. All right, this is just about done, so I'm gonna take this time, and this is a reminder to you to please dump out that water that you poured in your serving cup. I don't know, I'm always curious what other people do. I'm not a huge fan of like brewing directly into the mug I'm gonna be drinking from. I like having a nice carafe scenario, and then I can kind of pour out as I sip. So very carefully transfer your V60 to somewhere else. And now you're ready to enjoy. It's an absolutely delicious coffee. I am incredibly excited about this. I also would just like to shout out to the design team for functioning me in all black box as well as bag and the name Turtleneck. I was not sure if people were gonna go for that, but here we are today. It's successful. The packaging is here. We can't change it now. Anyways, I'm super excited for you all to enjoy this absolutely delicious coffee. Again, it is bright and floral and tropical and just everything I'm looking for in a cup of coffee. So I'm very excited for you to get to enjoy it as well. Now, if you are looking to purchase it for the limited time that we will have it available, we will have it linked in the description down below. But otherwise, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you very soon at the World Barista Championships. Thanks, everyone.